rapturous crowds swept through the streets of Dhaka. The prime ministerial palace was looted, and parts of it were vandalized. Protesters were seen carrying out furniture from the prime minister's residence. Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has resigned after weeks of deadly anti-government protests, ending her two-decade dominance in politics. Hours after PM Hasina's resignation, President Mohammed Shahabuddin ordered the release of detained students and announced the formation of an interim government. The protests began in early July with peaceful demands from university students to abolish quotas in civil service jobs. These quotas reserved a third of positions for relatives of veterans from Bangladesh's 1971 War of Independence. The campaigners argued the system was discriminatory and needed to be overhauled. Although their request was largely met, the protests soon transformed into a wider anti-government movement. As the movement expanded, clashes followed, and over 300 people were killed in the unrest. PM Hasina repeatedly cut off internet access in parts of the country, imposed a nationwide curfew, and described those demonstrating against her as terrorists, seeking to destabilize the nation. But the campaign of civil disobedience that had taken hold showed little sign of abating, and there were growing fears that a prolonged standoff could lead to more bloodshed. Soon after Hasina's resignation, police and other government buildings were attacked and set on fire. Protesters attempted to tear down a statue of independence leader Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Hasina's father. PM Hasina's departure leaves a vacuum in Bangladeshi politics. The former prime minister has spent a total of 20 years in office, first coming to power in 1996. Protesters now expect the new government to go through with their demands, including democratic reforms, better jobs, and improvements to the education system. While Hasina's resignation was celebrated, some Bangladeshis expressed trepidation over the path ahead as the country attempts to fill a leadership vacuum. Hasina may be gone, but there is still a long road ahead for Bangladesh.